Hey, how you doing? Welcome to my next video in solving equations. We're going to get on to slightly more harder equations today. You need to watch the first video, or you need to understand how to solve straightforward linear equations before you come to this one. This is slightly more advanced. Not much. You should be okay. Alrighty, this is solving equations. Solving EQS equations with brackets. Okay, so this is what happens when we have brackets in the equation. We're going to say, well, how do we solve that? Alright, I'm going to show you two methods of doing that. You can choose which one you prefer. Both methods work perfectly every single time. Okay, so the first method, method number one, is where you expand and then you solve. So let's look at this one. 4 times 2a minus 3 equals 32. So this method, I'm going to expand the brackets first and then go back to solving a linear two-step equation. So if I expand this bracket, all right, okay, I did the distributive law. By saying that fast 5 times. I can't say it. I did it in a previous video. Okay, so 4 times 2a. 4 times 2a is 8a. Positive 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Equals 32. So that's my first step. I expand the brackets, and now I can go from here. I can do BIDMAS backwards, and OTOS, O-T-O-S, opposite to other side. I like that red and blue and white combo, you know. Okay, anyway, 8a minus 12 equals 32. Opposite of minus 12 is plus 12. 8a equals 32 plus 12. 32 plus 12 is what, 44? So 8a equals 44, alright? A equals 44, opposite times by 8, divided by 8, divided by 8. A equals 44 divided by 8 is 5.5. 5.5. Okay, alrighty. So there you go, straightforward, huh? Good. So this is where you expand the brackets first and then jump into BIDMAS. Okay, this works every single time. The only iffy thing you'll see when I do the next option is that with this one, sometimes you'll get big numbers here, okay, and you have to work with big numbers like this, 44 divided by 8, okay, might not be the best thing. You'll see when I do the next option, the other way of doing it, that way, in this case, would be better, but you'll still get the same answer. So, I'm going to look at the exact same equation, but I'm going to solve it using a different method, okay. So the exact same equation, number 2, 4 times by 2a minus 3 equals 32. 32. Oh, I better get 5.5 for this, otherwise I'm going to look stupid. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to start straight from BIDMAS backwards and straight from OTOS. Okay, opposite to other side. So I'm going to start straight from there. Now I'm going to reverse this. Now this way involves understanding BIDMAS really well. BIDMAS says brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So I'm saying, okay, what's happening to A? Well, first I've got a multiplication, that's happening. Now I don't have another multiplication after that. I've got the minus 3 after that, because that's in brackets. So 1, first, second, then third. Okay, because this whole thing is in brackets. Are you with me? So if I'm going to reverse the order of operation, I say, oh, can't touch that, it's in brackets. So I'm going to say, okay, well, what can I get rid of first? Well, if I reverse this, there's no addition or subtraction, there's a multiplication there, before the brackets. So opposite of times by 4 is divide by 4, right? So I've got 2a minus 3 equals 32 divided by 4. You with me? Well, let's leave the brackets in for now. Okay? But I don't really need the brackets anymore because there's nothing there. There's nothing by the 2a minus 3. So if you've got 2a minus 3 equals 32 divided by 4, 32 divided by 4 is 8. You with me? Okay. So, now I've got this, and this is straightforward. Opposite of plus 3 is minus 3, opposite of minus 3 is plus 3, is 8 plus 3 is 11, opposite of times by 2 is divided by 2, 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. I got to the right answer. Okay. Okay, super. So you see, it doesn't make a difference whether I did it the other way or this way. The nice thing about this way of starting straight with BIDMAS backwards and then opposite to the other side is that my numbers stay small. Okay, the biggest thing I've got is 32 divided by 4 instead of 44 divided by 8. Right, yeah. It's much of a muchness, but that's an easier division because we know most of these. Okay, and also I don't have to work out a division, a decimal 5.5 there instead of there. You know what I mean? Okay, so those are your two options when I've got the variable inside brackets. Reverse BIDMAS, I would prefer this way. But if you did it the other way, you're still going to get the right answer. Try this one. Now this one I put on the notes. 5 brackets a plus 1 equals 20. Okay? And I put the answer there as well. A equals 3. See if you can get a to equal 3. Using your logic. That's the thing about this. This is not guess the number. What times 5 equals 24? What 4 less than 1 is 3? Okay. You can guess that a equals 3. Okay? And I had a year 7. Brilliant kid who used to guess it, just guess these things. But I used to say to him, well, you're guessing it, but you're not proving it. You're not showing that a equals 3. And that's what you've got to get to. You've got to show that a equals 3. You can't just guess them. Because when you get into harder things like 5.5, I seriously doubt that anyone could guess 5.5 there. Well, if you could, why are you watching this blog? Okay. And you don't need help with maths. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to get on to more things in another video. There's more on the blog. Go check it out. And remember, I'm here for you.